following
Well met, guildmate.
Ellie here from his morning lunch, and we're gonna do some of the diplomat quests for the guild guides. We already did 2 of them in one of the other videos.
Not bad.
And
have you heard?
eventually we'll get back to Blackwood Company. Right now I'm testing it out, making sure the quests will go through alright, because I've had some bugs so far that I'll have to fix when I'm actually doing it for the recording.
No idea.
No doubt.
So, you've advanced a rank in your little Daedric circus. Congratulations. Time for a feast. Care to help? A feast? Tell me more. Well, it's gonna be big. Whole Mages Guild chapter. Unfortunately, not you, because you're not part of this house. But we'll celebrate your advancement. Promised. If only we had the food. We haven't. That's the problem. A boar nod on Penrose's leg or something shows what good hunters humans are. Without me, I'm out. Alright, what do you need? Oh great, not much. Only a bit of meat is still missing. Let's say 4 pieces of bread, 2 pieces of boar meat, raw of course, 7 samples of venison, 1 mutton, 3 rat meats, a daedra heart for some special spice, 12 crabs, 2 good hanged mort flesh samples, oh, and a specialty I've heard about, a smoked ballywog leg. That's all. Thanks for your help. Are you serious? Of course, it's gonna be a big feast. Thanks for your help. Now good hunting. So yeah, I don't really need to show much for that. Ballywog legs are obviously in Shivering Isles, and I think there's one at Merendon, but everything else you can just get by buying it or killing stuff. And I think at the end of the quest, you can either ask for a reward or just say you're welcome and get fame. So you either get a sword or just a fame bump. Breville. Okay, here's Giver outside Breville. Seems like you've risen in Her Majesty's court. I'd say congratulations, but I was told not to lie. Anyway, while you grace me with your presence, would you be willing to finish a small task I was unable to complete? What task? Banishing a spectral warrior. It harasses and endangers citizens of the Isles, but the Saint commanders couldn't be bothered to send anyone to clear the situation. I tried to take care of it myself. Unfortunately, I was sucked into Mundus before reaching my destination, so the spectral warrior is still out there and needs to be dealt with. Up for the task? Not interest, sorry. Alright, where is it? Last I heard, near the 19 Voids, an inn on the island northeast of Bliss. You can't miss it. Although you should. That place is dangerous. Do not venture inside. Just kill the spectral warrior. Should be very easy to spot. It even has a name for itself. Something like Crushing Night or other nonsense. Good luck. Any more information? No, of course not. We're talking about a simple seek and destroy mission. Go out and kill it. Good hunting. No weaknesses. So yeah, a lot of the quests, they sort of lead you back to places you might have already been, or if you haven't found them yet, it'll help you go there and find them. Because I think, other than the little notes you can find around the Shivering Isles. This is one of the only ways you can find the 19 Voids without just happening upon it or following the directions in the advertisements. And here's another one that's like that. Frondra. You've advanced in rank. Very interesting. So you seem to support our efforts to live somewhat more peacefully in this realm. There's a small matter with which you may help us. What matter? A diamond was stolen. Not a usual diamond, but some kind of heirloom of the Count. I already found out who took it, for whom, and where it lies. Yet I can't go there to bring it back, because I can't leave my post for a week. And we really don't want the city guards to get involved. A Daedra seducer stole it, and that's something we should deal with. So, would you be willing to help? I'm in. Tell me more. There's not much to tell, really. A servant of Molag Bal sneaked into the castle, ravaged the man guarding the heirloom, and then took it to the Gerald Mountains. A debt collector sits there. I'm not sure if the diamond is part of any debt, but, well, let's just say we should make sure it comes back. Not a good idea having it stay missing, especially if a Daedric involvement could be discovered. As I've said, the debt collector sits in the Gerald Mountains, somewhere east of Bruma. I don't know exactly where. That's a place named after Knowles. My bet is that he's somewhere in its vicinity. And I think there was something added afterwards.
A pleasure to...
Oh, Nazgûl. Guardians of Dementia, securing it from both outside and inside threats. Shagorth has chosen wisely because we succeed where others have failed. Look at the other Daedric princes. They envy Mundus, try to occupy or destroy it, while Shagorth inflamed the spark that is free will, and the creativity on the Isles too. Mortals are necessary. Without them, everything becomes purposeless. Shagorth understood. Others still fighting against those, giving them purpose to begin with. Trying to write career? No, you already got. I think it was on the top of this. Oh, before I forget, I made a map of the location where I think the debt collector is. It's a nasty, wrinkled area, so keep your eyes open.
Well met.
No, it's not bloodstained. Collector location. So, County Bruma. Fortunately, that's the best guess I can make. Some kind of M. I think it was too hard to find, so yeah, one of the Ayleid steps is over here, so that's fortunate. Yeah, I'll go here. Gerald Mountains, Silver Road, County Chief. I thought it was like a Knoll Mountains or something. Oh well. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find it, and also kind of dangerous because of all the cliffs around here. should be heading west, if the map's right. And naturally, I'll probably cut most of this for the video. So my most watched video and the one with the most likes has the least cuts. So maybe people don't like cuts. I need to go further north. I think that might be it. Unless it's another thing from a different mod. There he is. So there isn't a map marker, or at least maybe it gets added after you talk to him. I don't see that happen right. Oh. I guess I could go to this camp just in case. So I have some map marker. I guess it's a vanilla camp. Thought it might be from Oscuros or something. So I got this, which gives 1 fatigue, and this, which gives +5 fatigue. I need my soul reavers. Magic is going low. So yeah, with all this restore fatigue, I can keep the Daedric Leap spell going for longer. Or I could pretty much keep it going as long as I have that spell on.
Whoa!
And that's even with the... Oh, maybe it went away. I guess it did. Spectral Diamond, so... Let's go ahead and save. Daimon. Pel Daimon. Spelled it wrong. So I think if you just steal it, bad stuff happens. Welcome to Fog Slope, stranger. Yeah, this is another one of the faces I changed around for the revamped faces plugin. I forget what he looks like normally. I think he has long hair. Wanna join the Stranded Light? No. Wanna sell your mind? I think it stopped working right. Seems you don't have a use for it anymore. Daedra Seducer. The form this image takes is of no matter to me nor you. Fog Slope. Witness the weather in this mundane location, always foggy or snowing. Reminds me of another world I once had the honor to visit, always foggy or raining. I found Fog Slope, so yeah, there is a map marker. Stranger. You're not the purpose why I'm on Mundus. You do not matter to me. And why are you here? Isn't that obvious? I am coordinating the collecting of debts. Since mortals exist, they make pacts with Daedra. But some choose to forget to fulfill their end of the bargain. This needs correction. Who do you work for? All Daedric entities unable to attend to their matters in person. You're here to collect debts? Here? I am merely a watcher. I coordinate debt collecting, but do not do it myself. Unlike some other Daedra, I'm still in Oblivion. Only an image of mine is anchored here. I should banish you. Can I help? So I don't think you can kill him, because he's just an image after all. And you can leave him to his work and... But, well, let's try to help you. Let's see. How about... Yes, I see. You drove quite a few people into ruins. Collecting debts from Daedric pacts requires some resolve, thinking outside of moral boundaries. You seem to have that. Then let's talk about your first target. An easy one to get you started. Debts. Let's begin slowly, shall we? A sorcerer once was given a few unique spells by Clavicus Vile in return for unearthing a lost soul gem containing a most unique soul. In fact, the sorcerer did find the gem, but refused to return it. Instead, he hid it. A foolish endeavor. Go to the Iliad ruin of Morahan. Retrieve the soul gem. That is all. Morahan. It's an Iliad ruin on the eastern shore of Cyrodiil's great river, fifth in the row, so to speak. Vilvern, the lost Vanilla, Kalut, Nelena, and then Morahan. It's easy to find. Do not expect me to draw you a map. Anything else I should? Yes, the soul gem looks like a Varla stone, a clever but useless disguise. Do not expect it to find it in the inside. The sorcerer was clever than that, for his own good. So it's outside the ruin? I don't know. Oh, and here's another treatise on Daedra book, which you needed for the Guild Guide quest in Skingrad. I don't know why I'm not able to ask him about it. Maybe I did things out of order or something. While the diamond lies on the table, I tried to take it. I wasn't able to put it in my pocket. The Daedra seducer sitting nearby merely smirks and shakes his head. Okay, there you go. Welcome to Fox. Stolen diamond. Stolen? Yes, of course. The ancestors of the Andarius took it from a shrine of Mehrunes Dagon in Morrowind. Getting it back was the last thing Verjeka got right. We've got a certain interest in Cheydinhal, because someone there has a debt. Unfortunately, this little gem endangers our bet. Better keeping it out of harm's way. I'm going to take it back. And why do you think I'm going to let you do it? I've already got a nice little protective enchantment in place to prevent accidents. Fame, a theft doesn't justify another. I've worked for you, so that's probably if you've done at least a few of his quests. He gives you a quest once every level. So every time you level up, you can come back to him for another quest until you're level 45, and then you don't have to level up. I do not know these. I'll add them in later to the video. You don't know enough to have a valid judgment about this issue. Probably past the lore one. A theft doesn't justify another, says the thief. So I guess my fame is too low. I can deal with the curse. If you're feeling so confident, go ahead. I hope you really know what you're dealing with. I guess he's gonna let me try to steal it. I got the diamond. Ship Samson.
Right then, to the task at hand.
Sneak attack. He's got Dangerous Gauntlets and a Warhammer. Well, I got the diamond.
There's no adventure to be had down here by our hips. Believe me, I know.
Hurt my feelings there. Alright. Go back to Cheeto.
Good day. Goodbye.
I think he might be inside right now.
Hello, guildmate. Hello, Warlock. Good day. Be seeing you.
So this is why I cut things. No one wants to watch me run around town looking for someone that I've already met. Taking over Valkar's
Good day.
stolen diamond. You've got it? Great. Let me take it from you. This will help a lot in advancing our reputation in Cyrodiil. It is a good thing no official guard became involved. I'll return the diamond. You, take this, an old armor of mine. Thank you for your help, and good luck in future endeavors. Now I can't move. Say, I think he just gave me the standard mask armor.
I hope I can.
Guild Guide. Imperial City. And the game. No. And the game crashed. No. Now it crashed. I gotta put my clothes back on. Feather shoes and soul reapers. No one's ever where I want them to be.
Hello, guildmate.
I'll just wait.
Ah, you must be
Okay,
the
so
Arcane
he's here.
University's newest.
So he gave us a node to find one of his friends. You didn't look like you were able to. And yeah, I forgot to ask him about the riddles. Sky's mirror. A stream of life is a river, so the mirror is likely a lake. When the silver veil is probably a waterfall connecting the river with the lake. Stream of life. A river, obviously, not one in Colovia though. My best bet is some sidearm of the Nibbin. 3 bars. I don't know what this means. Not exactly, that is. Probably some kind of repeatable landmark. Perhaps road signs? Whatever, there are 3. Then an important spot, and everything coming after them will tell you you've gone too far. 3 steps. This passage is unclear to me as well. Probably something you'll notice when you've found the correct river. Sounds to me like it's about a person, but I don't know who they could be.
Not only.
It's just
Bye.
vanilla rumors. And where is the guild guide? Too early. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, installed ENB and can be a bit bright sometimes. There she is.
It's my pleasure.
And yeah, OCO really messes up her mouth.
Good day. A pleasure.
I
Be
guess
seeing
she
you.
doesn't have one, or maybe I have to do something else first. Let's go back to Marindan, because they give some more hints about the riddle. So far we've done the Coral Guild Guide, Skingrad, Leowen we can't do yet, Imperial City we can't do yet, Chaden Hall, Gruma doesn't have one, Reveal we have to go to the Shivering Isles and Inn. So we've about got all the ones we can get so far. Daedric Glow. After all the time you spend on Dawn's beauty, have you discovered why beings like myself are drawn to it? The fundamental concept of reality and existence are at the peace here. Woven together in Oblivion, the principalities are at odds or worse. Yet there is no victory, no loss possible, an endless ebb and flow of power, a war for all eternity. It will be so until one of the destroyers succeeds, and this Kalpa comes to an end, and the cycle begins anew. The armor and clothing many humanoid Daedra, and imitations of Daedric equipment being part of the Daedra itself, it can't be retrieved upon their death. Of course, we Exivili don't need this trick. I think I've read that one before. I could have sworn they
Take
had
care.
hints.
A pleasure. You too.
Maybe that was for a different quest. Teru's translation. A stream of life, a city lost long ago, at its end. 3 bars to the fall, more following but leading astray. Behind the silver veil, closer to heaven, resting at sky's mirror. 3 steps waiting between the second and the third. A dark one, one of the darkest, and a darkening one. A friend is the first, a substitution is the second, a danger the third. Do not meet the two of him. Yeah. Maybe Kane? You've got a newer contract of sorts. I don't handle it though. Due to the likely nature of this, Karashiburo handles it. You may have met Chandra and Coral already. Well, if not, well, let's just say she's the one that asks us to do something, which we will likely be quite bloody. Again, see Karashiburo. Not. Why did the Dwemer disappear? A curse by Azura, perhaps? A trick by Lord Sheogorath? Oh well. They were insane, but not crazy. They tried to lower their subgradient from mortal to divine levels by creating a god, to unmake them back into the deities they thought they were. In the end, they were merely unmade themselves. Zero-sum, by mechanical means. Not even the madness of Lord Sheogorath would have been capable of such a waste of life.
Bye.
What's going?
Well. Good day.
Shut up, sword.
Take care.
Oh, you're carrying one of those. I still don't know why Kane wrote those stranded light couriers about me. Even asked me those silly questions. Do you have any idea? They begin to appreciate you, like I do. That I doubt. Karashiburo still stalks me whenever a visitor draws near, as if I was going to rip off our clothes and savage them where he stands. Oh, thanks. Have you wondered that there are no beds for visitors here? I mean, come on. I have to run a kind of tavern around here, but unlike most places in Cyrodiil, visitors don't have any place to sleep if they decide to stay. Is it just a lack of thought on Tesserail's part, or intended that people don't stay here long enough to notice all the major Stranded Light members are Daedra? Just think about it. So, I always thought that this one was a positive one, but she actually gets offended. Would you want more people around? I'm not sure. The thing is, if people can't stay here, they either have to use the guild guide or wander to the next inn, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the Imperial Bridge Inn. On the map, I saw it's quite a lot of miles away. For visitors, it would be safer if they could rest here, but they aren't given the chance. Oh well, Tesserail's decision. As for me, I don't care. I'm always watched either way. I swore someone else gave hints for me. Oh well, let's try back at Jadenol.
I hope I can.
Oh,
Take care.
did that already.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Oh well, we got stuff to do in the Shivering Isles, so let's go there. The French. I guess I could have went to Bliss now that I have that house. I don't have anything.
You're pathetic.
So, 19 voids.
turn, buddy.
Oh no. It's too powerful. She's too powerful.
This can't be the end. Justice.
Okay, so I got a Spectral Warrior.
Move over, Bacon.
Well, Golden Saint was supposed to deal with her, so go ahead. Golden Saint, deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're dead. Ghostly Mace. Spectral Warrior has been banished. Time to report back to Kiefer. So, a little tired after that fight, so let's go to sleep in this nice little inn. Welcome to the 19 volts. Have I talked to her since I changed her face? Yeah, so that's the face. A different face. I'll go sleep for a bit. Game might crash. I found myself submerged in water, wounded, nearly paralyzed after sleeping in Turuman's bed. My belongings are all gone. And I leveled up. I don't know if you have to go to a trainer or what, but for some reason I can't get my alchemy to 100. Turns up a little. Strength and speed. Sure, strength one more. round. And yeah, my vision's all shaky. And all my items are gone. Except for the... Hey, maybe this is what caused the game to crash. If you have a quest item that has water walking. Because there was some issue where some people would have the game crash when you get thrown in the lake. What did you do? Oh, that's odd. You survived. Strange. Doesn't happen that often. Care for another round? What did you do to me? Well, we had a lot of fun, hadn't we? Oh, don't make me blush, honey. My usual customers are men. I have some experience serving women, but they are few and far between. Quite a nice present you were to me. But... and a fellow Daedra seducer, too. I'd expect it no less from you. What else can be a burning flame of passion like us, bringing and fulfilling lust like none else? And you've played your part nicely, I think. I've even got a new ideas about how to use my tail and my wings. Too bad that you were only on the giving end, huh, honey? But, of course, it's a bit sad that you were so passive. Let me do all the work. Alright, just don't complain afterwards. Well, I do like when my partners just lie down, close their eyes, and let me get on top, ready for a ride. You really could have shown more passion. I was asleep. Explains why you're not out of your mind. Which somehow has happened to most of my former partners that were able to stand the heat of a night with me. Probably the reason why I've got my pleasure pocket here, thinking about it. Give me my life back. I've got no ghost in front of me. Would be quite odd, though. Although Desi loves slurping them up. She says they taste like tears, spiced with cinnamon. You're alive. Good for you. If you want another ride, you know where to find me. Enjoy my dance ways.
You're pathetic.
Desi. She calls me Desi. I don't know. Maybe I just pronounced her. You again. Did you become addicted to my loving touches? I'd love if you are. Give back what you've stolen. Stealing? Me? I didn't steal anything, except a heart here and there, and the mind connected to it. Talking about my health. Oh, that. Your little sacrifice in our wild passion games. Sorry to say, but it's gone. Given, eaten, ingested, and digested. Besides, you wouldn't want to have it back either way. Imagine sharing a fine wine with someone and then forcing your lover to vomit it up after sleeping. You wouldn't get your wine back. Stop playing with me. Oh, I've barely begun. Truth be told, that's a lie. Most don't last through a couple of hours with me, while you did. Maybe I can lessen the burden my passion branded upon you, but that's all I can currently do. Except bringing you to at least great height, like a flame burning more ferociously in the wind before being blown out. You're a monster? Sure, you're a monster. Never said I'm not. So, are you up for the kiss of your life? I want to be healed, not killed. How sad. Stand straight, keep breathing slow and steady. This will help with the dizziness a bit. I will go away. There's still enough life left in you. Otherwise, it will go away. Otherwise, you wouldn't have found the strength to crawl back to me. Maybe a decade or two, and the impact of our little affair will have fallen from you. Maybe you'll then in for another round. That's only prolonged suffering. What did you expect? I cannot give back what you've donated to me. That is lost to you, and neither can I lower the damage done anymore. Anymore? Why anymore? Oh, please, open your eyes. If no mortal or other outsider walks into my little den, I've got a few servants to have fun with. When all else fails, that's at least a little solace. Of course I have means to lessen the strain my passion means for their bodies. It was stolen, though, by some stupid mortal searching for a book, even able to escape while I thought I had another joy in my fingers. What a sad night it was. Without my rose, I cannot lessen the strain, neither on you nor on my playmates. Therefore, I cannot play with them at all anymore, except if I want to wait for ages for them to come back from the void. Of course, if you bring me back my rose, I can remove the scars burned onto your bodies. Without my rose, though, forget it. There's nothing I can do, except granting you a last sensation. I'll find the rose. Any clues? Oh, alright. Good luck then. I've got no clues, otherwise I had long ago sent Derry to fetch my rose. It seems to become a custom of you to crawl to me. I love it. Where are my belongings? Oh, they're gone. It's part of the rules. I hate them. Never let me have any keepsakes of my lovers. I have to dispose any belongings of lovers who didn't last through the night. I have to dispatch their possessions back to the Isles for other adventurous souls to find. Luckily, I don't have to do this myself. Stenry and Revet have taken care of this. They know the Isles far better than poor old lonely me. What's this? You've survived? I never would have guessed. Duromen can be quite rough mistress, can't she? So what can this one do for you? Want to make your next sacrifice? Where are my belongings? I don't know. Stenry and I are working together. If you're going to sprinkle mania, I pack together all the packages and she carries them out. Otherwise she packs them and I carry them out. Your belongings were destined to go to dementia. A fitting choice, if you ask me. Although I've got no idea which crate, urn, chest, box, or whatever your belongings were. You could look all around in dementia if you like. What is this? The meal survived? Did Derry have a stomachache? Oh, I see. You weren't even fed to her. How interesting. Good for you, I guess. Where are my belongings? I don't know exactly. A complicated problem. See, Rabbit and myself are working together. When junk is carried out to Mania, I go, and she packs it together. If I go, it goes to dementia, it's the other way around. Your trash is in an urn, which was to be carried to Swampaga's Hole, one of Dementia's tourist attractions. Don't dare ask me where it lies. I've got no idea, and I don't want to know. Dementia is just a bleak, stinking swamp. Swampaga's Hole. Why would you... Oh, I get it. It may be the cave where your belongings went to. It lies on an island in eastern Dementia. Draw a long line on your map between the Hollowing Halls and Zidilia. From its middle walk in a 90-degree line southeast. Then you get to the middle spike of the triangle between Swampaga's Hole, the Hollowing Halls, and Zidilia. Good luck. And next time when you're dinner here, I hope I'll get a nibble on you too. Okay, that's all. So I was brutally assaulted by a seducer. So yeah, now we got the shaky vision, some abilities, and I think, yeah, and a disease. It. The Howling Hall sounds good. So, I remember having met someone who once searched for a book, Ariasha. As if you... Did she say bliss? Yeah, I guess you're kinda screwed if you haven't met Ariasha. Sleeping here. Two Marin's nose. Me got it, me got it. Me had it. Was damaged. Me could not sleep. Me broke it in two. Had it in Bliss and Crucible. Me then was scared of them. Never go to Crucible again. Change sleeping locations in Bliss too. Oh no. You know be sad. You never took it. People fight, bam bam boom. Ariasha jumped to nearby roof. Lost it there. Others was hidden in Bliss. Ariasha always would look when noise. But me grew nervous, couldn't be seen without it. Therefore, me made other bedroll. But me often forget, sometimes goes back. Mustn't forget password. Password necessary to open boxes, lead and orc. Ariasha stupid. I hope you'll get better someday. Me? What? Me good at climbing, jumping, and eating. Me master. Me can't get better. So yeah, she forgot she's sleeping where she hid it, like she was saying. Because, yeah, it's right here. I found part of Tururin's rose. So yeah, the clue is that she stares at it while she's sleeping, so it had to be somewhere around where one of the bedrolls outside. The other one is on a roof near where the duelist club or whatever is. So people were fighting here. She jumped to a nearby roof. Gotta watch my magicka because I don't have my items anymore. Let's go over here. There it is. I found a part of Tururin's rose. I found both parts of Tururin's rose. So, another option is to go to Merendon, but first, let's go check in at Zindria. No. No. Definitely gonna skip this. Suck. Don't even have a potion. Alright, there we go.
Hi.
What?
Blessings of the... Goodbye.
From here.
Yes?
Fungus. The mushroom has finished growing. Great, so our storage space is finished. Was about time, if you ask me. Were you inside already? If so, seen anything? No, not yet. Then please go and take a look. There's a surprise inside, Cupcake. Only that.
Yes? Blessing. Take care.
Oh. Here's the mushroom.
Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't expect any visitors so soon. Nearly arrived here myself. Who are you? Me? I'm Uriel Curio. Yes, cheesy name. My father thought it would be funny naming me after the Emperor. It was not funny at all. Longius Curio is my uncle. After I was busted in Cyrodiil, some of my family members gave me the hint that I could come here. So I came, and well, yeah. What are you doing here? Well, I do not know exactly yet. I've only heard that Uncle Longius needs help with the inventory and storage of his guild. Good honest work, yes? The Suthe decree is history, you know? No, I do not know, simply because I was on the run for more than 12 months. I'm not going back, no. So, have enough of all that I had to leave behind. I better talk with Longius Curio. Do so. He knows about me. He'll see.
Speak.
Rumors? No, I don't have any choice regarding my name. Where do people get this annoying idea from? Zendria. I hate water. Don't expect me to go out there. Everything's so wet. Horrible. Disciples of the moment. It wasn't my idea to come here. I lived happily in the Imperial City. Then came a Bosmer and made a scene. Had to flee. Now all is lost, and I've got to get used to this place. What a mess. Life was not kind to me. At least I can still draw a little bit.
See you later.
Yeah, he's here. Spell-making altar. Chanting altar. This humming heart.
Blessing. See you later.
Jump. Okay, stop.
Whoa!
There we go. Okay, there it is.
Yes?
Your lips?
Heart on display. Oh yes, don't mind it. It's the heart of his mother. What was her name? She wasn't the most talkative. Being a sensei, you know. Those big Khajiit, tall as an Altmer, while walking on 4 paws. I remember meeting her once. I was a little boy back then, and she frightened me. It's like meeting a tiger, except that the tiger is twice as tall, and you've only half your height. How can this be? Giant tiger as a mother? Not a tiger, a sensei. Khajiit come in many different forms, and their children can take all other forms. The child is always the race of the mother, even if the father is something else, like a curio. I don't know how it works, but each Khajiit form can have every other Khajiit form as a child. This caused quite a ruckus, especially when Ohms are concerned. There were quite a few husbands thinking themselves married to a Bosmer, then suddenly, congratulations, your child is a house cat. Or congratulations, your child is a monster as big as your house. I've heard a rumor that this was one of the reasons the Empire issued a law prohibiting Ohms to exit their native grounds. Oh well, I'm glad that I'm out of Cyrodiil and Morrowind. And he's a relative of you. Yes, he's the son of my oldest brother. Had an affair while traveling through elsewhere. These things happen. Rumors. One of my uncles lives in Vardenfell, Morrowind. Maybe you have heard of him. Mushroom is finished growing. Yes, there's someone named Uriel Curio once died. So he finally found his way here. Good. Though I should really have a word with him. He could have introduced himself to the others. No need to be shy. Which he is, but that's besides the point. Thanks for your help. I'm sure the mushroom will help us living here a lot. Mold of the moment. Oh, I'm so happy we finally have it, Duckling. Finally a place to store our goods, much better than the urns and containers around Zendria, which have to face rain and storms. And Uriel Curio finally has a place to live. That's nice too. I've heard he hid somewhere. before under some rock. How dirty. And if you haven't noticed, there's something especially nice in that. The Antisum Zanabi really outdid herself. Just keep your eyes open. Something like we have is very, very rare. Talking about the spell altar and the
Your lip.
enchanting. Dementia may have less artists than Mania, but we have a lot more talented ones. Painting is more than just waving a paintbrush around, even if many citizens in Mania would disagree. Old of the moment. It was about time. We needed some more space, and someone to take care of all the busy work, more time to paint for us. Bonus points for it being a symbol of decay, of fungus. How can I help? Where did I put the book fragment? It's driving me nuts.
Blessings.
Hold the moment. Mushrooms are boring. They don't scream, they don't bleed, they don't even die like other plants you set them on fire. A year later and they're back again. I wonder if our storage fungus would re-go too. Rumors. Did you ever catch a fly and turned its head around? Until you've had to separate it from the fly? If not, you should try it if you have the chance. Yeah. Okay, you want to help? Great. I've heard that the local zealots at Furt's Snowmouth were driven out by two most unique creatures. I've already found a way to stop them from attacking me. So I'm going there, and you'll too. There I will draw while you slaughter these creatures. Make sure that a lot of their blood is spilled, and their innards come out. Ah well, take their body parts once you've killed them. The more gore, the better. The creatures in question are Shikshma, the rabbit dog, and Arthur, the cowardly scale. You should have no problem finding them. Fort Snowmouth is on the western shore of the realm, probably the only place where it snows from time to time. See you there. Blood and mud.
Your lip.
Snowmouth. That's where he's up to? Oh, I don't know. If you heard him talking about the place, but if you ask me, Snow has the totally wrong color. I can't believe that the fort is officially on Dementia's side of the Isles. Must have been a misplacement.
Bye.
Your lips?
Fort Snowmouth. I once visited Fort Frostmouth in Solstone. Was bad enough. Be careful, Cupcake. You could break a leg on the ice around there.
Take care.
So yeah, they give little hints, stuff about the location.
See you later.
Yes?
So the fungus is here, and I'll get around to doing more with it later. I might just do the Mania side of things, starting out with the Nord, and then get back to the Dementia side. Alright, so yeah, let's get back to the Stranded Light. Mirandin.
Bye.
Maybe, yeah.
Well met.
Where is she?
Goodbye.
And plus, while I'm here, I can pick up some items, so I'm not completely, screwed. I go to pick up the items that were taken from me. Anything here that cures disease? Clan for Claw. Alright. First, let's check with the Shekru. As much as I hate to admit it, I know the markings on your body. You've run into one of my kind, serving one of the more troublesome Daedra princes, haven't you? Molag Bale, Mafala, Sanguine. Turumin did this. Doesn't really sound like her. As far as I heard, she has to adhere to some rules. Already lost her old station, and got to the Shivering Isles as a punishment, if I recall correctly. What did you do? Agreed to sleep with her? No, I was merely sleeping nearby. Then she must have taken some liberties. Ah well, the damage is done then. No need to ponder on the past. That's what I've learned from observing the Nocturnals. Can you help me or not? I'm sorry, but no, I can't. Shouldn't. But you were one of the few who treated me good around here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I may be able to heal and remedy those taints, done by her preventing a complete recovery. I'm no healer though. Nevertheless, after the taint is removed, the rest can be healed with normal means. You hesitate. Why? If you want me to help you, well, it's going to hurt a little bit, and you've got to trust me. Of course. The Shekru leans forward, puts her hands over your eyes, and you feel how she pulls your head sideways and breathes on your neck. A moment later, a searing pain rolls through your body. At the same time, you try to jump in all directions and wince at the same time. As quickly as it came, the pain is over. Shekru stands beside you, wiping blood from her mouth, coughing, retching. The burning sensation of Turumin's taint is gone, replaced by a dull feeling of emptiness, quickly subsiding. I just hope that has helped. Never tried something like this before. I knew you were a monster like her. Thanks that you did this for me. I'm very glad that I could help. Although I somehow hoped I'd never have to kiss anybody like this. It cost me quite a bit of effort to overcome my fear. Oh well, I'm just glad I could help, and that you'll feel better soon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm feeling a bit uneasy. There you are. I have missed you. I'm a moth, and you're the light, flying around in circles, always trying to get closer, that forbidden to touch. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the comfort in this dark place. I always await your return to hear your words again, or simply seeing you walk by. You've become very important to me, and well, I just wanted you to know this. Oh, I should take care not to burn. Thank you for being honest. Wish we met. My fire, what are your plans? Thank you for being honest. And that is all. That is all you've got to say. Thank you. Oh dear. She didn't like that. I've heard Kara and Tessera talk about you. They were happy that you've closed quite a lot of Oblivion gates. If I may ask, why? Did you fear that more of our kind may enter Mundus? Revenge for Kavach, for Shade Perilous. Give them a kick and a punch for me too. Oh, I remember Shade Perilous and the battle. It just isn't very satisfying to tear the face off a frost atronach. You just freeze your hands and don't even get some good bloody meat. Good that I don't have to go through it again. Although, if you melt a frost atronach or two in my name, I'd be happy.
Well met.
That's all for now. Let's try Bliss. It's going on a little long. Might have to split it up. So I think that got rid of the shaky vision, the ability, but I still have the disease, so take the clan for Claw. And yeah, now the disease is gone. So now I don't need her to use her rose on me. But I'll still give it to her. You know, save some other people from torture. Welcome to the 19 Voids. Tourmarin's rose. You've got my rose? Great. But what's this? Broken. 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 I cannot believe it. Who has the nerve to destroy something so wonderful? What a place this world has become. But you're cured. But brought me the parts nevertheless? Interesting. Thanks for this. Here, take this little trinket and experiment of mine. Never worked as intended anyway. Couldn't replace the true rose. And a little token to remember our nightly meeting, which I hope will repeat someday. Oh no, she gave me a love letter. Better not again. So yeah, this just makes random NPCs say certain dialogue lines you wouldn't normally hear. Try it out later. But I think we've gone on for pretty long now. South of Heretic's Horn, Howling Halls, and Zodillion. I don't even know where the Howling Halls are. Heretic's Horn. Okay, so it's... yeah, it's around here somewhere. But, yeah, we've gone on long enough, so... I'll end things here, and in the next video, I'll get the rest of my items, or my items back. I didn't get any clothes. Well, see you next time.